Everyone in the office laughed the moment Eliza stepped into the lobby. Her thrift store shoes, patched-up bag, and quiet voice made her an easy target. She wasn't the kind of woman they expected for a top executive interview, but she didn't flinch. The receptionist smirked. The assistant manager whispered to his colleague, "She must be lost." None of them knew that Eliza wasn't there to get a job. She was there to change lives. And when the CEO arrived and bowed before her, calling her Chairwoman, the whole room froze in disbelief. Eliza Martin had always believed in working quietly and living humbly. While others flaunted wealth, she built empires in silence. She owned stakes in companies across industries, but her name was rarely in the news. After years abroad, she returned to the U.S. to acquire a failing tech firm known for innovation, but struggling with corruption and mismanagement. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Dressed, she chose to walk into the company's headquarters unannounced. Her identity is hidden. She posed as a job candidate to observe the culture for herself. She was greeted with raised eyebrows and snide remarks. "Are you sure you're in the right place?" the front desk attendant said with a fake smile. "The internship. Interviews are downstairs." "No, I'm here for the executive interview," Eliza replied calmly. The receptionist chuckled. "That's bold." What followed was worse. Rude interviewers, laughter behind her back, and disrespect from nearly everyone she encountered. But Eliza never flinched. She was taking notes, and the clock was ticking. Eliza's interview was a charade. The panel of managers barely concealed their disdain. One smirked as he said, "Tell us, Ms. Eliza, what qualifies you to run a tech department?" Another interrupted, "Do you even know what cloud integration is?" Eliza answered every question patiently, sometimes even correcting their misconceptions. But the more she spoke, the more irritated they became. They didn't want answers. They tried to humiliate her. In the break room, two employees laughed loudly. "Did you see her bag? It's literally falling apart," one whispered. "Bet she still uses dial-up," the other snorted. Eliza sat through it all, calm and observant. At exactly 10:30 a.m., the CEO's office door opened. A man in a crisp navy suit walked out and looked around. He locked eyes with Eliza, and instantly, his expression changed to shock. Then reverence. He hurried toward her, ignoring everyone else. "Eliza Martin?" he asked, loud enough for the room to hear. She nodded. He bowed slightly. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said, turning to the stunned room, "meet your new chairwoman. I have just handed her controlling shares of this company." The silence was deafening. Gasps echoed through the building. Mouths hung open. The people who had ridiculed Eliza now stood frozen, pale with shock. The CEO shook her hand with both of his. "We are honored to have you, Madam Chairwoman." She turned calmly to the panel that had mocked her. "Thank you for the interview," she said, her eyes sharp. "It revealed exactly what I needed to see." Whispers broke out. Someone dropped a coffee mug. The smug assistant manager backed away, visibly sweating. The receptionist looked like she'd seen a ghost. "I value humility, integrity, and innovation," Eliza continued. "This company needs a cultural transformation. Starting today, I'll be implementing new leadership values, ones that do not tolerate arrogance or disrespect." And with that, she walked past them all, heels clicking like a drumbeat of change. Within a week, the toxic managers were dismissed. Training programs on equity, inclusion, and respect were launched. Eliza brought in overlooked talent, people like her, hardworking, intelligent, often underestimated. The company's reputation changed, and so did its profits. Employees began to feel proud to work there. The culture became one of kindness, growth, and accountability. As for Eliza, she continued to lead with grace, proving that greatness doesn't have to scream. It just has to show up. The world applauded her leadership, but when asked in interviews what fueled her success, she replied, "I was once treated as less, so I vowed to build spaces where no one would feel that again." And so, a woman they had mocked became the legend they would never forget. If you enjoyed this story and found it thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.